All right. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Slaughter's channel. Welcome to Puzzle 69, the ultimate meme that we've been waiting on for I want to say at least a year. The talks about this have been going on since Puzzle 65, I don't know. God, how many entrants do we have? 10?
More than that. There's quite a few.
Oh dang, yeah. Pretty big race. Should be pretty hype. Oh, there we go. I got your chat up. What's up, Claire? What's up, Edu? Reminder to Owl to leave Slotus chat. Also, Edu, you should totally join the SRL race. You don't want to watch. You wanna race. You wanna get your chance to beat ED in this race. Just waiting for Elminster.
Yeah, you guys in chat, let me know if the audio needs to be tweaked more. Hopefully it's decent already.
Actually got a few people racing that aren't even on SRL. Goodness, the stream is racing as well. In the background, alright. Okay, looks like we're all ready. Guess I'm just gonna drop the bomb now. Do I actually have the link? I do have the link. Alright, 10 seconds, let's go. Alright, what the, is that? Oh, there we go. Is that showing on SRL? I need to click it. You need to click, it's...
Yeah, I don't think anyone sees it.
God dang it, dude. You gotta click the empty space and it works.
Ah, there we
go. Let me try that again. This could have all been so easy. I actually don't know where to get the other link now. Doesn't show in my history anymore. Sweet. Ah, there we go. Let's try that link. That should be visible. Because last time I got screamed at for posting that link. I was supposed to post the other link. No.
Alright, I've just posted a link in chat as well.
Alright.
I'll put it in my title.
Okay. Do you want me to go over it?
Yeah, we can talk about it. So, if you don't want to look at the card, the goal is pretty simple. Basically, Samus, in order to finish this puzzle, needs to have 69 energy, 69 in her reserve, 69 missiles, 69 super missiles, and 69 power bombs. There's a few kind of other restrictions with that, but that is basically the premise of it.
I don't understand ED's question. Do you know what he wants? What the heck? Spacetime beam isn't OB. Spacetime beam is inbounds.
So the runners, they've gone through the intro already. They're kind of just getting started. Some of the restrictions they're going to have, they're not going to be allowed to exceed 9 maximum major items, basically anything on the pause screen and grapple and x-ray. So once they've reached 9, they cannot pick up any more items. Another restriction is after picking up 5 major items, you are not allowed to equip any suits. If you have suits, you need to take them off, and they will still count towards your total of 9. Also, GT code is banned. Obviously, it'll give you all the items pretty much, and a ton of ammo, so not allowed. Other than that, no out of bounds is allowed, but pretty much anything else is fair game. Yeah, you know what you do? I tried to come up with something like that, but ultimately making it 5 made things a little more interesting.
Yeah. I think we talked about the idea of 6 a little bit, but
I was gonna say, in the rules, you're not allowed to exceed 699 energy, which is kind of the same thing as not allowing GT code, so I just decided to use that, make it a little simpler.
I would expect by now most people know space-time reset. That was the very first major glitch I ever learned.
Yeah.
Oh dang, we got our first forfeit already.
Oh boy.
Well, Cheaty's gonna do rando.
Well, if you want to watch some rando, Cheaty Face 4 is about to put on a show, so...
There we go. So yeah, since there was a question about out of bounds and space-time beam, there's a really easy space-time reset in Criteria Super Missile Room. You just stand next to the door, fire a space-time shot, and you just walk through into space-time beam, resets everything. The thing is, space-time beam breaks floor collision, but only in rooms that are small. In really big rooms, space-time beam doesn't break floor collisions, so rooms like the Criteria Super Room or the Dracora Room work really well for space-time reset, because it doesn't break floor collision. And you don't run into the risks of any crashes. So the no OB rule isn't broken either.
We should have thought of that, Fry Guy. We should have came to you before finalizing that. But you can always just imagine that instead. If that's what it actually says.
I need to make a new revision, apparently.
So, because you're only limited on your major upgrades, as far as E-tanks or ammo goes, it's okay to pick up any of that stuff, but they're really going to have to be careful on which majors they want to pick up at certain times.
Yeah. Picking up a lot of tanks is kind of encouraged, since suitless is a very viable option in this. There are kind of 2 like main routes I guess you can do with this. One is doing the gravity route. The other one is just sticking out suitless right from the start.
Yeah, sort of the main thing with this is you're gonna need plasma beam. So you have to beat Dragon somehow, and you also have to leave Meridia and the plasma room. And depending on your abilities, you may want to bring a suit down there, or if you don't need a suit for any of that, then you may be able to bring down some extra items to go to that beam location.
I still don't understand ED's question. I had a really hard time wording the reserve and energy tank thing, but I thought the like active, the way I worded it was okay, especially with the picture. Scotty is thinking. And people are always overcomplicating these things. God, I completely pushed that word. God dang it. I like that there's the I like Scotty's approach, just thinking this through for the start. It's always a good one. Looks like he's going back for the E-tank. I don't know. I'm personally a big fan of hanging out in voice chat doing these puzzles. It's been a while since I raced one myself, but I always like figuring these kind of things out by with others, and then just doing the execution part.
Yeah, and it's fun when everyone's cursing at each other in chat, trying to figure out what to do.
But like solving the puzzle as a group effort and then racing for execution, I like that approach. But seems like today no one was up for voice chat. Oh, Scotty is booting up the practice room. I like that. Already testing out stuff. What is the last one? Alright, yeah. Oh dang, we got a second forfeit. GG to Kishima. I mean, that's kind of the norm for these puzzles, though. Early forfeits. Furious keyboarding. We got John with the early gauntlet play. I'm not sure where Rumbleman's pass, but he's pretty low on health. I think it looks like Beeps is going to be the one to do an early wreck chip play, so he's probably going to go for... I don't know, he might just go for the supers, but he might also go for gravity.
Yeah, so the thing about grabbing gravity, so once we hit 5 major items, you can't wear any more suits. Morph and bombs already count as 2 of those. A third one, being gravity suit, means you only have 2 more items before you have to remove any suits. One of them, if you're gonna go get plasma, would be plasma, and your only other choice really for getting through Batoon's area is either the crystal flash clip or use ice and speed.
Yeah, so that's the 5th item there, basically, I guess unless someone wants to do crystal flash clip, but yeah. You basically don't profit from the gravity suit a lot if you get it. And like, I mean, even if you do the gravity play, you're still stuck with like very minimal equipment, I guess.
Yeah. And the benefit of just not getting a suit at all and going and doing that stuff is you have the freedom to kind of grab extra major items beforehand, such as like high jump or grapple or x-ray. Yep. Anything that could really help you out in a suitless situation.
Yeah, plus after your 5th item, you basically permanently lose an item slot if you go for the suit. So you kind of win in the long run, even though you might lose some time in the early game. Scotty testing some Dragon fight mechanics. Not entirely sure what he's testing here. But yeah, something like underflow would not be allowed, because the last rule states that how did I word that? Like the panels have to be clearly visible, something like that.
The ammo counts and icons need to be clearly visible.
So something like underflow wouldn't work because that would screw over the display or the counts.
Right. And so if you know they're going to be using space-time beam and that their HUDs can't be all jumbled, maybe I won't spoil it now, but they're going to have to do something about that to return them to normal.
Speaking of, I mean, now that I think about it, underflow wouldn't work anyways unless they wanted to fire like 65,000 supers.
I mean, you could try. But...
yeah, I mean, we're probably not going to restream it all the way to the end. Beeps with the CWJ. Looks like Rumble is going to go for the same play as Beeps here. Same for ED. Coffee stains.
So it looks like Scotty is trying to do the underflow thing here at Dragon.
I think he's not thinking this through. Just fire 65,466 supers.
I think you said this before we went live. I kind of had the same feeling, like the whole stuff with like space time. I feel like that was one of the like earliest kind of like really glitchy things I learned about this game. I feel like a lot of people kind of know about it just because of like GT space time and stuff, but I mean it's very possible that people aren't aware of everything that space time actually does.
Look, Edu, he might surprise us. Who knows? Let's see how that fight goes for Beeps. Gonna be a little bit behind because I can't really handle the multi-twitch with this many people. Need to watch the other stream.
Do have low latency, so it shouldn't be too bad.
He is even trying the impossible way. Looks like ED is gonna take another ship refill before heading to Rick ship. Is Rumble already working on the 69 reserve? Or is he just testing damage numbers right now? Because I saw him play with the reserves a little bit.
He is thinking very far ahead if that's the case.
Yeah.
which is cool. I guess
Yeah,
he wants to get the annoying part out of the way right now.
The thing with the reserve tank is they refill 1 health per frame. So if you want to land at 69, you have to basically do a frame perfect reserve refill. That is arguably the most tedious part already of this entire puzzle, in a way. The rest is really not as tedious, just, I guess, more knowledge heavy. Nice fight for Beeps. Oh no, ED is going for Gauntlet. Interesting.
I thought I saw him lay a power bomb to open up the wreck ship area, so he might be.
Did.
Yeah, he might be thinking about going there in the future, but I mean, not a bad idea. Getting a bit extra safety before you go there.
Scotty really trying that underflow. The permaglue itself isn't too hard. Personally, think the actual crystal flash is the really hard part here, but he's doing it. He's doing it kind of more of a difficult way. I'm not entirely sure. Rumble is thinking really far ahead right now with that reserve. Oh, he's close. He's getting close. Oh dang! Scotty forfeiting from the race. GG to Scotty.
GG. Yeah, it can be difficult if you're not really sure how to approach it.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to like look something like this up too if you don't know exactly what to look for.
Yeah, right. Like, it's really easy to find if you just don't even have to look on the wiki. You can just Google for space-time reset and you'll find a video really easily. But I guess if you don't know what space-time reset is, why the heck is ED doing HBJ?
That was amazing.
You could do a single DBJ instead of an HBJ. What the heck?
I expect him to go across the bowling spikes without getting any damage.
That's impossible.
I'll see who else is available to be restreamed. I'll swap someone in.
I know Derp says he knows what to do. It sounds pretty promising. But so far, everyone going that Fentoon route. Peep's clearly heading for gravity. And John finishing off Fentoon. Kind of expecting one round Fentoon after by ED. Ah. It's Batman. Oh, that's the nice thing about this puzzle, though. Like, usually, in like at least the last few puzzles that I did, you have to like kind of watch out to that no one breaks any rules. With this one, there's only really one restriction in a way that you have to pay attention to, and that's that they de-equip the suits once they hit item 5. But other than that, they can like do anything they want. Oh, Rumble got a 69 reserve. GG.
He has fulfilled one of his 5 requirements.
Yep.
Which makes him
Two of
clearly
them,
in the
actually.
lead.
2 of them. He has. Oh wait, no, all of them actually. Wait, what? Wait, what? How does he? What did he do? Is this like Photoshop right now? Wait, how does he have 69 missiles and super Impalums right now? Slaughter's. I'm confused by Rumble's screen.
I was not really looking too closely. Those 69s look a little questionable.
Rumble cheese. What's up, Rossi? So Beefs is kind of in the lead right now, at least with what he's doing. He's by far the first one to get gravity by a long margin, actually. Nah, but the 69 in this reserve are definitely legit. So that's a start, I guess. All of them. They're all excellent. John barely surviving bowling. And Rumblemans is forfeited from the race. GG, Rumble. Did half the runners forfeit already, or nah? We're good. Still, got 4 forfeits and 8 more runners. I like how Derp says that this puzzle seems too easy. I'm sure we just forfeited like 1/3 of the runners. We classified this as medium. Sloters and I agreed that this is probably more of an easy puzzle compared to some medium puzzles, but we thought with a major glitch being required that it would probably be more fair calling it a medium puzzle. Though I think I said that it has more tendency to easy compared to hard, because it like doesn't require any hard tricks. I guess the difficulty comes more from the knowledge side than the execution side.
Yeah, I mean, doing like an early wreck ship or doing like RBO Meridia, it's definitely not easy, but I wouldn't say it's hard in comparison to what some other puzzles here have been considered hard.
Yeah, like especially like some medium puzzles requires like some actually hard things, but this execution mess is easy. Alright, so Rumble, the idea of this puzzle is basically just to do a space-time reset. So you somehow have to get plasma and all the beams required for space-time beam within the 9 major items, and then reset the items so that you can get 69 of everything. And well, you still need to fulfill the last requirement and somehow fix your graphics after it's all scrambled from space-time beam, but basically that's the one thing you need to know is the space-time reset. Beeps is doing a pretty good job right now. Got himself an early ice beam and just headed straight out of Meridia again. He's really committing for this low percent approach.
Yeah, Beeps is doing more or less the solution I put together for this.
Yeah. I like how... Well, I mean, he's basically just doing the solution, right?
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward. Curious if he is gonna... Actually, I'm kind of curious if he would do any item pickups before he picks up plasma. Like, there are some supers and power bombs here that he could go for. But he already skipped Meridia Beach, so probably not. Oh, and we got another forfeit. Get and just forfeit it. There's my hope of a German... No, wait, no, there could still be a German victory. ED is still in. Oh, Beeps is... Oh, I like this. This is really cool. Beeps going for the snail clip. For the extra super pack. A little... Is that... I think he needs a little bit higher. That's the one thing I hate about this trick, is when the second snail comes in. It just ruins everything. They like to really team up on you there and just completely destroy you. That should... No, that's definitely too low. What is Derp talking about that he... So Derp says this puzzle is easy, but he's complaining about one thing he's never gonna get on keyboard, and I'm kind of trying to to figure out what that is supposed to be. Can you think of like any keyboard specific difficulties here?
The only thing I could really think of is Crystal Flash, if he plans on doing like the suitless route.
Oh yeah.
Because I was talking to ED before this started, and he was asking me about that. He said that he has to like change his controls if he wants to Crystal Flash, just because like the keyboards won't let so many keys in like a certain region be pressed down at the same time. But other than that, I'm not really sure what you wouldn't be able to do on keyboard.
Feels good, man, to have your keyboard with Enki rollover. Pressing every button at once and it gets registered. Really nice mod to fight for teams. So the thing with space-time reset is that it gets rid of all of your missiles. So it's not really a great call to collect missiles right now before the space-time reset, because you'll have to redo the collection anyways. There's really no benefit of collecting too many early.
Yeah, that is a very good point. One of the nice things about having Gravity 2 that I wanted to mention is it gives you the freedom to really go like anywhere in the game to start picking up like extra super missiles and power bomb packs. While it's not really necessary, because you could always do space-time reset and just reset like supers and power bombs that are easy to grab anyways, it might be worth your while to do that if you have the gravity suit already before you have to give up your suits.
Yeah, I mean, we already see ED and Elm here going for the extra items in Meridia. Elm currently at Beach. ED just got Crab Supers, Main Street Supers. Thankfully, since there are 50 supers and 50 power bombs in the game, you should be fine with one space-time reset. Kind of depends on how you want to route it out, but you have more than enough options. And Canadian Owl apparently killed John Schemer. I'm sure John is more than happy about that. Yeah, Ice is a major, but E-Tanks are not. I made a little box that shows all the majors, like what specifically is a major. It's not the same thing as like in Randomizer, where E-Tanks and reserves are considered majors, just literally the actual upgrades. Thank you, Edu. I wonder if anyone's gonna notice the Easter egg in this puzzle. So Beef's now the first one to fight Dragon, has plenty of ammo to do this fight. Should not have any issues here. It's definitely way more lenient than your average low percent ice fight. By a long margin, I want to say. Honestly, I think Edu would be the kind of guy to find the Easter egg. Alright, there we go, Dragon down. So, Beeps obviously cannot pick up Space Jump right now. That would be his eternal soft block in this puzzle. Really nice double bomb jump though. Fortunately, dropped it at the top.
You might be too young if you have to ask, to be honest.
Or Edu too innocent. Let's just say we didn't make enough 69 references in this puzzle already. Oh, Elm also going for the snail clip. I like that. Let's see if he can actually get it.
Probably too long, Gameaholic. Too long for us to restream the whole thing.
Yeah. I think I did the math for that at some point in the past. I cannot remember it, but like with TAS optimal super shooting, it would take like an eternity to get down to 0 again. I really want to see someone get that snail clip. ED not even bothering. But so far, everyone going for the same thing, getting gravity and either ice or speed. Crocomire, I think, the first one to actually get speed instead of ice.
John has speed as well.
There we go. So no one even considering the sweetest route.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about the people that are grabbing speed. But I guess we'll see how they do when they get to plasma.
I think they'll do fine. It's not the hardest thing in the world. The big benefit of speed is really getting Aqueduct supers without having to do the snail clip. Why are all the items vanilla? This is in fact not randomized.
Alright, so Beeps now picking up his plasma beam, being a good boy, already pausing before he hits the item.
Beeps is always very accurate with the rooms. Yeah, there we go. John getting the aqueduct stuff. Should be one super ahead of everyone else now. Bees can just spawn jump out now.
Beautiful
So, yeah,
doubles.
So yeah, for space time, obviously needs one more beam for this to work. With Spazer, so that's 6 majors. And then he has only 3 more spots left.
I like that Beef stopped there for a second. I think he might be trying to figure out the best way to leave this place with his current equipment.
Yeah, he's fine. Like the suitless part might be a little bit intimidating here, but with if you do it well with the sandfalls, it's not super hard to get out high jump this year. The sandfalls really help you. The way they kind of like levitate you up once you leave them. Just needs to be slightly careful here, but he can definitely do this. I really like how that he uses a power bomb here.
So he is pretty deep in the sand right now. It's actually possible when you're suitless to escape the sand when that happens, but he may not know about it, and even if he gets up, it may be pretty hard to cross over at that point.
A really good strat is actually freezing the mini dragons. And that's where the power bombs really come in handy. It's something that maybe some people don't know. If you lay a power bomb, but the power bomb does not kill the mini dragons, they start going up again. So even if they're like all the way in the bottom and you can't use them as platform anymore, you can just lay a power bomb at the top of the room, and if it doesn't kill them, they'll start rising again. And that way you can just have them in like the perfect spot to just easily use them as platform.
Yeah, I learned that kind of recently. That's really interesting. I never would have thought to try that.
I feel like I'm the only person who's not consistent with double bomb jumping. So going for my single bomb jumps.
Well, Rumble, we at one point had it say in the rules that glitched beams are allowed, but we thought that kind of gave it away a little bit, so we decided to remove that. But generally, if the rules say you can't do it, then it's allowed.
Yeah, the glitch beam thing is like there are so few, like there are only 2 useful glitch beams really. One is chainsaw beam, one is space-time beam. And since chainsaw beam obviously doesn't help you, that's just like, it would have just given it away straight away. Oh, you mean like before the puzzle? I don't know. I like to like I don't know. Alright, let's see. What is Elm doing?
Elm?
Gonna go for wreck chip E-Tech? It's like the only thing I could imagine right now.
Oh, he's gonna make us sit. I like this actually.
Oh, yeah, this is a good. Oh, this is a really good save.
Yeah, it's much closer to plasma for him, so if he makes a
Yeah.
mistake in getting out of this area, he'll be pretty close, whereas Beeps was back at Dragon.
Oh, it looks like TG Derp forfeited. So I think we only have the runners left that are on screen. Yeah, those are actually the last 6, so you're not missing out on anyone. Basically shallow, but it's getting 50 on the first run through is not effective. But the idea is basically the same, yeah.
Yeah, and also because of the way you're restricted with major items and with the suits, it makes getting and leaving plasma not as simple.
Honestly, just for the leaving plasma thing, or like, I guess not plasma itself, but like the general area, I like the suitless approach a little bit more. Just because of high jump boots. But I don't know. It's just me.
Yeah. It's a lot like RBO if you decide to do it fully suitless, whereas getting gravity first, it's a lot like PRKD, and then like kind of some weird suitless stuff because you don't have high jump.
Yeah, that's the thing with Puzzles Rumble. It's a hit or miss, but to quote an old paste bin from Fusta, on various FAQs for every puzzle ever, the answer basically always was you gotta join to find out. It's been kind of staying the puzzle philosophy. And Elm going for the lower route, same as Beeps tried earlier. ED just committing for Forgotten Highway.
I am so glad ED is doing this, because this is what I was hoping people would do and what I did in my solution.
Yeah.
And it's nice that you can, like, without high jump here, you can just, like, barely... He's not even using ice, but you can, like, freeze these guys to just barely be able to jump on top. That's really smart what he just did.
That D-boost is pretty sick, yeah. You can actually, soft lock down there.
Oh, wow. ED triggered his reserve and nearly died, but he's okay.
So if you kill the fish in that one pit, you just can totally soft block. It's actually very easy to do. And Elm also getting stuck in the sand. Yeah, that's basically the solution. Collect a bunch of stuff, do a space-time reset. Sure.
Yeah, if anyone missed, ED also did a bomb jump out of the water because he killed all the flapjack guys, whatever they're called.
Flappy Pancakes.
Flappy Pancakes, there you go.
How could you forget that name?
It was on the tip of my tongue.
Alright.
But ED unfortunately fell into the spiky pit there at the wreck ship E-Tank, so he is back right after he killed Dragon, but he knows exactly what to do, so he'll be okay.
Giving Beeps and Elm chance to catch up again. Crocomire just... oh god, is Crocomire gonna do what I think he will do? Crocomire's going for underflow, god dang it. Why do people think underflow is a good idea when you need 69 supers and you give yourself 65,000? Like, when are you gonna use all of these? Yeah, Ice Phaser Plasma. No wave. Well, and charge, obviously.
I really hope that Elm and Beeps actually remember the Forgotten Highway.
I mean, Elm is really close to the Forgotten Highway.
Yeah.
He even made a save there.
He was in the Forgotten Hallway, I guess. Not quite the highway part yet.
I think the cooldown for supers is it 1 second or half second?
I'm not sure.
So it's either 60 or 120. Either way, it takes way too long. Gameaholic, don't even bother about it.
Derp, I think 6. I think you might need 8 at least.
What do you think?
You need some, no matter what you get, you need some kind of boot item, because you can't actually turn on the VAR beam unless you have something in the boot section, which I found out the hard way when I was making my solution. I went to go do the trick, and then I was like, oh shoot, I don't have a way to actually turn this beam on.
That has to be one of my favorite fixes for the randomizer, is how you can like actually just scroll through the entire menu no matter what items you have in which section. Oh, it looks like Elm is gonna go for the Forgotten Highway play now. But yeah, you need 4 beams. You need some kind of boot item. I guess technically you don't need anything to get through Watoon Hallway, but yeah, I mean, obviously getting all 9 is the fastest way to do this. There's no reason to like get less than that.
Yeah, there's a lot of good movement items you can pick up that you might have not necessarily needed to get plasma, but they definitely speed things up.
Oh, John now gonna go for the short charge art. And Beeps is still going for the mini Dragon Hallway approach. And Al just happily collecting more stuff.
I gotta say, when I was putting this together and I figured out that like Forgotten Highway was like a completely viable thing in this, I was so happy. That was like my favorite takeaway from this.
I respect how patiently Elm is waiting this out and then killing the fish.
I think so, Gameaholic, but like we said, you would also need a boot item. Just so you can get the space-time beam actually equipped.
Also Morph Ball.
Morphs, it's not that important.
Nah. So I really like Al's approach, that he's not just straight up rushing to actually get Plasma Beam, but utilizing the gravity suit to actually get a ton of the items beforehand.
Yeah.
Now already has a really high power bomb and super count.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I went into Lower Norfair and basically got the power bombs out of there, and anything else heated or with water.
ED out of Spike Room of Death. Not sure where Beeps is going right now. Oh wait, never mind. I didn't know exactly where Beeps is going. I just got kind of confused. I didn't see that he was dying again. No, I think Owl might actually be a little bit faster than the route the others took. Definitely think that just rushing to Plasma is not the fastest way to do this.
It was. I mean, I didn't put a ton of thought into it because I was mostly making sure it was possible, but it was like pretty interesting trying to route all the super missiles and power bombs, and also like having to route in the missiles afterwards after you do the reset as well.
Yeah, I feel like the power bombs are really less the problem in this than the super missiles. There are a few super missiles that are just at very specific spots. Mostly thinking about like GT supers, which you have the extra fight for. Then you have criteria supers, which you need speed for. Whereas I think like most power bomb packs are just freely available at like any given point. Whereas the super packs need a little bit more specific requirements. Oh, John getting the spark suit.
Oh boy.
That spark suit might get really, really handy actually. That could solve all the issues that Elm and Beeps have right now. Well, I guess only Beeps, because Elm figured out the Forgotten Highway thing. Yeah, nicely done. I like that he's playing it super safe on the Yapping Moss there. I think this is possible with just a crouch jump. There we go. Nicely done. Good job, Elm. Oh, did John waste his spark suit somewhere?
Yeah, I think he was trying to bomb jump up, and he activated it on accident trying to do that.
I think John is not dying just yet. He probably has this. Alrighty, D got Spazer. And let's see, Beeps. Laying the power bomb. He might have killed the right one. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, both of them are dead. And he's back in again. Forgotten Highway remaining forgotten. So ED is now coming up on some hell runs. Not quite sure. Where's Owl going right now? Oh, he killed my fish. That's what he's doing right now. Awesome. Thank you, Al. Glad that was that really worth all the bomb jumps up there, dude?
I guess it was for him.
The amount of effort people put into memeing is ridiculous at this point.
And Elm, there he goes. Fish is kind of in a weird spot, but you can actually freeze it just to the right of that wall and just wall jump up there. Similar to something you can do in Main Street to climb up there. You mess up the quick entrance. There he goes.
Gonna mash the heck out of the jump button though. You gain like almost no height with a high jump. Suitless on these small jumps. It's ridiculous. go. I'm also really glad that Elm just de-equipped Plasma Beam for this. It's absolutely the right call. Killing Elise is not something you want to
do. And he is through now, back to the wrecked ship. So basically, he just needs to go pick up the beams he needs, any extra ammo he wants to do before he resets. He's in pretty good shape. ED is looking pretty much in the same position too. He's just kind of doing some item collection at the moment.
Kind of wondering if Al is also going to go for the snail clip. Croak's gonna have a booming Sunday. I can't believe everyone is actually going for that snail clip. That looks good? No? Oh, alright. Al actually being the first and only one to get the snail clip. Nicely done. His ammo counts are really good already. And here's the big part where Al saves a lot of time over the others. You can see ED having to do a lot of farming here for these hell runs. Al is just able to just walk through basically. And he has already 40 supers. So 30 power bombs. That might be his max, yeah. Probably. So getting closer to what he needs. Super cut is really good. Now also onto some item collection. And Beep's still experimenting with this suitless section. Has not had the idea of Forgotten Highway yet. John, did John use the spark suit to get through the first part? No, wait, no, he just got stuck at the same part. Never mind. Yeah, John is stuck, unfortunately. And reset. And Al now about to head to Dragon and get plasma, not too much later.
Based on what I've seen ED do in the Forgotten Highway, you might not need ice to go through there. Maybe for the part with the Flappy Pancake, maybe. I did not anticipate people going there without ice, so I don't know.
I'm not entirely sure. Like you could definitely do it just with a spark suit. Like John has been trying that approach. Like for the final bit of I'm not sure.
Oh, here's a spike suit. don't you lose a blue suit if you like sink into sand at all?
Yeah, yeah, you do.
That doesn't happen with spike suits.
Mm. There's some leeway with the sand though. Like it's not like you touch it and you instantly lose it.
Yeah, you like have to actually like fall a little bit.
Yeah, or like walk a little bit. I don't know the exact details, but you can save yourself out of it.
Because I remember in one of your last puzzles, Elm taking like a blue suit through that
yeah.
like Batuan area and just like running on top of the sand without like actually running.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool.
The sand does some really weird things about it. I'm just trying to think if just keeping the blue suit would have been an option, and like after getting plasma, just maintaining that throughout the Forgotten Highway.
Yeah.
That probably wouldn't have worked though, because it would have killed the fish rather than bouncing off of it. Or maybe just spark through the mini Dragon hallway. I think that would have worked actually pretty well.
I can't really think of like the area in my head, but I don't think any of the platforms are like that super high.
No, I think this would work really well actually. Right. I mean, John still has the spark suit. That would definitely work with a spark suit too. So my guess would be that that's what he's going for. Al just killing Dragon. And Krog's still really going on that underflow approach. I wonder what's his reaction. Like, I mean, how do we react when you realize that you have to shoot 65,000 supers in order for your plan to work?
I'm not sure.
Plus, he still has to get like some kind of power. Oh my god, that's the worst part. Honestly, he isn't done with the super underflow. He still has to get the power bomb underflow. And like, I mean, spending like 18 hours shooting supers is one thing, but like, do you know how long it takes to lay 65,000 power bombs?
It takes a significant amount of time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right, you can't actually use the power bombs. Huh. Alright, Al now about to get Plasma Beam, and I'm really curious how he's gonna handle this. If he's gonna do the Forgotten Highway play instantly, or if he also tries some Beeps is currently kind of experimenting with.
Yeah, I want to note in SRL chat, Beeps says he thinks he may have screwed himself, but if he could just remember the highway.
Remember the Forgotten. And John hiding behind the chosen statue. I think, was that my last or my second last puzzle where the final goal was to just hide behind the springball statue?
Yeah, I was about to say I remember that one. Elm with a very nicely timed crystal flash right after he bomb jump.
Holy heck, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, while
looks
having
like
his suit here would be really nice, it's also nice if you already picked up a ton of ammo, so you can just kind of crystal flash whenever you want.
So yeah, Owl doing the same thing that Beeps is currently kind of stuck on. Gonna have a bad awakening very soon. John killing Dragon for like the 4th time.
Just really hates that guy, doesn't he?
Yeah, and another spark suit. I didn't see why. I keep looking away on John's screen, but why was he even? Why did he even need to do that fight again?
I think he... I don't know. Didn't he just reset when he was behind the plasma statue?
Yeah, but why?
And I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, and I think Beeps apparently thinks that he soft locked himself with safe. Still not realizing that he can get out for Forgotten Highway.
Please, Beeps.
He mentioned in SRL chat that he did one too many safety saves.
Shoutouts to having 3 save files in this game and being able to copy saves.
That's the cosmic brain strats. Alright, ED has speed, got criteria supers. This room, by the way, is really good to do the space time reset.
Oh my god, ED. ED.
You can do... so one thing that's noteworthy at this point, with only speed booster and no high jump, you can clear this entire pit in 1 jump and 1 spike hit. It's not even super precise.
Alright, let's see what ED's counts are at. 40, 35, 25, so...
Well, still a lot of work to do on the power bombs and the supers. Owl here, definitely further ahead on that. On the other hand, Owl also hasn't figured out the plasma escape yet.
Alright, we got Beeps and John synced up going over to Plasma.
That's a really nice thing.
John. He used his
No!
spark suit like
No!
right before grabbing Plasma.
No!
Oh man.
Oh, and ED with the space time reset. Here we go. So there we go. All events, items, and doors are reset.
And I like what he's doing. He's going back into this room to now grab the criteria supers that have respawned.
That's the play.
It is not a bad way to get more super missile packs.
Hmm. Do you think he's going to continuously doing this?
I didn't really think about it, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm not sure how fast.
Because the thing
compared
is,
to like a Brinstar cleanup, like Brinstar has a ton of very cluttered super, and his health is like super low too. Like
right.
you can't continuously do this without having to like refill.
Yeah, and the thing is, you're gonna have to go pick up more missiles eventually at some point whenever you decide to reload your game. So it's like, you might not want to, space-time reset all the way to 70 supers and 70 power bombs if you could like pick them up along the way for all the missiles you need to get.
I think just sweeping back through Brinstar like he does right now is a really good call. You got the power bombs, you got the supers there. Then like maybe do another refill at the ship and then do another space-time reset. And then you should already be basically set up. Alright, and we got Blue Plasma Spark forfeiting from the race. Fortunately was not able to figure out the Forgotten Highway play. got pretty close though, was ahead for a long time. John getting like his 5th, 6th Spark Suit this race already. Let's hope he's not gonna waste it in the Plasma room again.
It looks like these are only 5 left, so
yeah,
that is something. Maybe I can try to get a timer up here or something.
that would be nice.
Yeah, I went through and tried to make this really cool layout. When I was done, I was like, oh, there is not room for a timer now.
You know, timers are overrated as long as you can have 6 game feeds. Yo, beeps. So you were ahead for a very long time up until Plasma Beam. Like you were at Plasma way earlier than everyone else. Like everyone else made the same play. The one thing you didn't realize is that the way to escape Meridia was not through the Mini Dragon hallway, but through Forgotten Highway. You can get out there. That's what Elm and ED did. They were the only ones who could figure that out so far. You don't need space jump. You only need ice. Like I said, ED and Elm did basically the exact same thing. As you did, up until the point where they went through Forgotten Highway. Yeah, Dragon Blue Suit isn't a bad idea. John is currently working on Dragon Spark Suit to get through the Mini Dragon hallway, I think. Alright. John, do not activate the spark again. Thank you. So if you can just maintain the spark, which she seems to be very careful about right now. No! Why did I even say something? Nice strats with the timer.
That is roughly more or less correct.
Yeah, that's about right. I'm complaining about your dot time on Israel. Alright, so I'm gonna de-equip sorry, not Elm, Owl gonna de-equip Gravity now. Looks like Owl is kinda gonna go for the suitless approach with a suit. Yeah, this is not random, this is not a shot block. So Owl's gonna get grapple now, and then I'm assuming just gonna head to Dragon? Wait, I'm actually not sure. Did you see if Owl killed Dragon on this save already? Like, maybe he only has to go to Plasma Suitless now and not actually kill Dragon.
I did not see.
First try blue get glitch, nicely done. So ED gonna go for the second space-time reset now. Like I said, that loop around Prince Star is really effective for farming power bombs and supers. There we go, space-time. And John is at it again.
Please, John.
So let's hope he's not gonna activate Spark Suit in the Plasma room again.
That's not the kind of plasma spark we like to see here.
No, absolutely not. Kurkamaya just mentioning on SRL if he finishes it will be in 10 years. He seems to be aware of the issue that he's gonna run into.
I mean, if you finish, you finish, right?
Right.
Alright, John, just one pirate away from being able to leave this room still maintaining that spark suit.
John should really de-equip gravity suit.
Yeah. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, ultimately it didn't really help him.
I just really hope this works now. I don't want to see another spark suit wasted. Alright, so Al now with the equipment to get your plasma beam suitless and get out fairly easily. Like with high jump, escaping that area is basically free. And I want to say ED is about 5 minutes away from finishing. A little bit more. Has to, still has to do the one thing. But like, depending on how fast he can get the energy set up, this is not going to take too long. Same for Elm, actually, even though I'm not sure what's Elm's ammo maxes right now.
Well, ED will have to go get all those missiles still.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot about the missile part. So there's still the part where they need to fix the graphics. That's it's a fun part, I guess.
Fortunately, it's really easy to fix.
It is really easy to fix, but they kind of got to sit through a thing that we usually tend to skip. Alright, John is out. Is gonna get Spazer. Spot the keyboard player. John expressing his happiness about being out of the plasma beam area. Relatable.
Well, shoutouts to John for completing that part of the puzzle in an unexpected way for me.
Yeah, finding a non-intended solution. Always fun. I still consider spark suits cheating in puzzles, but that's just me.
I consider them cheating in general, more specifically slope sparks.
I agree with that.
I'm sure that's what Seppi would be doing if he were doing this, just trying to slope spark for an hour and a half.
I think the only puzzle that Seppi ever did, he tried slope spark for an eternity. Let's decent Elms. Elm just saved. Yeah, Elm's going for his first space-time reset now. I don't know what Elm's ammo looks like right now.
It's definitely got at least 35 supers and power bombs, so
ED already doing his third space-time reset.
Oh, come on, dude.
All right. Now here comes the important part. Oh, actually, oh, never mind. I thought he would be doing the thing already. Yeah, I'm completely lost. I have no clue what their M accounts are at right now. At least ED, I would think he would be super close to the required amount. Elm has to be a little further away. He just did his first reset. And Al trying to get that power bomb suit is interesting. Actually, never mind. He might just be trying to get to plasma. Yeah, there we go. Just going to plasma. Oh, that's a good play, honestly. That's the best way to route this for sure. And with high jump boots, he's not going to get stuck like John and Beep said the problem earlier.
John picking up Wave Beam. It's an interesting choice. But hey.
Yeah. Maybe he's confusing Murder Beam with Space Time Beam?
Possibly. Hello, Hyrule. Thank you for the host. Came in at a good time. Just right in the midst of Puzzle 69. Also, thank you, Shalashika. I
always just call him Shala.
Thank you, Shala. Sorry for completely butchering your name. Thank you for the host as well.
I want to make a call and say ED is done with item collection.
Yeah, he's been at it for quite some time now.
Like seeing that power bump count being at 58.
And like I said earlier too, you're gonna have to route in some missile packs after you
Yeah.
reset anyway, so I'm sure there's going to be plenty of stuff along the way if this is not 70 already.
So yeah, since the rules state that you need to have the tiles and the counters clearly visible, and space time beam just kind of bugged everything out. We're gonna make a like hard reset with space time, where at least I'm assuming that's what they're going to do, unless there's another option that I'm not aware of. They're gonna just warp back to Ceres Station. We'll have to watch through the intro again, and it will fix the graphics, but it will also get rid of all their missiles, because of one of the intro sequences that just deletes them all. And then they have fixed graphics again. They still have all their ammo, all their stuff, and then they just need to get 69 missiles and the right health counts, and they're done.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, or that cutscene, that like flashback to the first Metroid game, they equipped you with missiles, but then they unequipped it when you're done there, so any missiles you had from space-time shenanigans are just gone at that point.
Thankfully, it's only the missiles and not anything else. Like the rest we get to keep, everything else. One thing you need to really watch out when you do the space-time reset up to Ceres Station is that in Ceres Station it is not possible to pause. So if you still have space-time equipped by the time that you hit Ceres Station, then you might have a problem.
Interesting choice from John, trying to get the short charge here at the bottom of a red tower. Without it. Well,
Yes, ice.
yeah. Maybe.
It just wants to show off a little bit.
Yeah. It looks like he's. Well. Okay. Yeah, he could just bomb jump at this point now. That's what he's gonna do.
Yep. I think ED forgot the part where he needs to fix the...
Yeah.
I could have not found any better wording for the last thing. I mean, the icons are absolutely not visible, so that should be clear enough.
Wow. Frame perfect trick from ED.
How did he refill 1 health there at the end? What? I'm a little surprised Elm is going for the 2 supers in Ship here. Having to go through another Phantoon fight. So the thing that ED is missing right now is the fact that he still didn't fix the icons, which need to be clearly visible according to the rules. It's still all scrambled up by the space-time beam. We did inform him on SRL, but apparently he didn't really read it.
I thought I saw his game pause for a second, so...
Well, he's still setting up for the 69 health. Nice blue suit. I like the amount of 69s on screen there. Not
Right.
gonna lie.
So fortunately for ED, there is a save station just like a tile below him.
Yep.
I'm gonna assume he'll use it in a second.
Elm has to be super close to finishing his item count. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with ED right now. Like, this should be the quote-unquote easy part of the puzzle. Giving Elm a chance to catch up a little bit.
I wonder, maybe he's trying to think of like another way to do it.
Why is he here? Honestly, a little surprised that Elm is still going, especially that he's going into this direction. Like, he's so close to having all his stuff together. Could just do like one more space-time reset, get like Criteria Supers and Retro and stuff power bombs, and I think he would be done with his collection. Not entirely sure. It's hard for me to pay attention to the Amicons. Oh, looks like Owl did his first space-time reset. Just noticed that.
ED
John
is going
has
back
done his.
up.
This is getting pretty close between Al and John right now, I think. But this is an interesting space-time reset that John is doing right now. He just continuously respawns this one power bomb. This is really cool. This is pretty smart. Just look at that. That's really cool. I like this. I did not think about that. Well, long orbs are banned. Well, at least if it's out of bounds, it's banned.
Okay. ED is in a save room.
I'm surprised that took him so long, in fairness. Well, he's still not... Oh, there you go.
Okay. He is on the right track now.
Yeah.
I can't help but wonder if he thought maybe there was another way to do it, because he did go into the map room for some reason and got the Brinstar map. I
don't know. Oh wait, Owl is already in the intro cutscene, ahead of ED right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
So, I didn't see Owl's final ammo count, but he may need to pick up more supers and power bombs in addition to the 69 missiles. But we know for sure ED already has the supers and PBs, so
yeah,
it's just missiles for him.
The thing is, they both need to just get around for the missiles anyways, though, so picking up the maybe one or two extra super packs wouldn't be too slow. Like, if I think about, like, getting the missiles in, like, the early super areas, just getting the early supers right away wouldn't take ages. So, Owl has a pretty good chance of winning this right now. And I love how John just keeps getting the same power bomb back over and over.
Yeah, ED definitely has at least 70 supers and PBs.
Elm's still on his collection. Elm has to be about done, at least with his power bombs right now. Like, I saw him at 59 a while ago already. Looks like he's farming right now. Alright, and Owl is on the Ceres station.
So I think for the most part, it's going to be a execution battle between ED and Owl.
He's bombing. So yeah, as you can see, the icons are fixed. But the missiles are gone.
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. Ceres Ridley is going to take way longer for Owl.
Yep. Because Owl actually, more or less, has to do the 100 shots. ED just needs to take 2 hits. No, Owl, don't damage yourself. This is going to take forever.
See, this is another thing I really liked when I made this, that I thought if someone did something like this, that they would probably get the 100 shots on Ridley, and we'd get to see that for once.
Bomb square 2. Yeah, unfortunately, Ceres really doesn't work with HP. He only works with a hit counter. So, doesn't matter how much damage you deal, you have to put 100 shots in.
Yep.
Good old 69 missile artillery.
For those that have never seen it, that is Ridley dropping the baby Metroid and grabbing it again before starting the escape sequence.
No, plasma can't double hit. Ceres really has the same attributes as normal Ridley, just absorbs the plasma shot, cannot do something like microwave.
It is not Gameaholic. I actually did that in one of Fuzda's puzzles.
Wait, did you really do the 100?
Yeah, where you can't get hit.
Yeah, did you do that? Did you really manage that damageless?
I did, but I had like all of the movement items and screw attack, so it was
right.
like
You did it like after the space time reset.
yeah,
I remember that.
it was a lot easier that way. I almost completed that puzzle too, but I didn't know how to do escape at the time.
Yeah, still mad I didn't finish this. The only reason I got to the escape part, my problem was I didn't know how to do space time reset outside of this room here.
Yeah.
Well, that's the fun part of puzzles. You learn new stuff.
Oh yeah.
No matter if you race them or make them.
All right.
So yeah, race to 14 missile packs to collect for ED.
And then don't forget you have to get your health back down to 69.
Yeah.
Exact. And I didn't see if Owl had his reserve. Does it fill it back up? Probably does, doesn't it, to full?
Yeah. Does.
Yes, I'll have to do that too. But Elm also finally saving and resetting after some space-time beams.
I'm 100% certain Elm already has enough Super Send power, so he also only needs to collect the missiles. Yeah, Owl still has some power and Super Missile collection to do. Looks like he's gonna go to the wreck ship for the supers first.
And John is really close too. I can't see how many supers he has, but that's all he needs now.
Oh god, that goo makes me nervous. There you go.
Yeah, so for those of you that are a fan of 100 Missile RTA, this is kind of the new Game Plus version of it.
14 Missile RTA, New Game Plus edition. Sounds good.
Oh, that is the Super Mario 64 soundtrack.
Croak's comment on SRL, the longer I play, the more I die inside.
Oh man.
Dang.
Yeah, it's very advanced tech, Karen.
Yeah, it's only for the top players. Was that? What wasn't there some GDQ where they made like some game into a video player and then they showed like an SM64 16-star TAS in Super Metroid or some other SNES game?
I don't know.
Like arbitrary code execution. It was super weird.
I don't think I've seen that.
Um, also with a shorter flight. Has his reserve though. Oh wait, no, reserve doesn't matter in this actually. I didn't know that. Something I learned today. Yeah, right, Karen. That's what they. Right, exactly that. That's 35 missiles, halfway done. Can't believe Krog is still at this.
I know, right?
That guy has some serious stamina.
We are almost 2 hours in, and Croak has been trying this for most of that. And this isn't even the long part yet for him.
No. There's still 18 more hours of shooting supers to go. And then he still has to do space-time reset for the top. Yeah, at least an hour. I think it's actually closer to like 1.5.
Alright, John is about to have 65 supers. I hope he's done at that point and just picks up an extra one along the way.
Yeah.
Maybe Punk can explain it better, but I think for the Dragon Underflow, you basically activate a crystal flash while like you're already grabbed.
Yeah, like on the frame you get grabbed.
And then it's something like the Dragon's counter for button presses you do, the counter for that to like escape Dragon's grab is like the same as the one that like depletes your supers or something. It's something weird like that.
Yeah, you also have to get a permagoose state first for that to work, which is the easy part. The frame perfect crystal flash is really the annoying thing about that.
That is evil, Fry Guy.
Dang, Frey guy. Looks like Owl is actually going to do a lot of spend a lot of the missile collection in Wreck Ship, along with the 2 supers. It's always funny when people fall back into the rando habits, trying to shoot that block at the moat there at the bottom.
Right.
Oh, nice, John already damaging himself down for the Ridley fight. Good call there.
Alright, ED now has all the ammo he needs. It's just a matter of getting those numbers right.
I mean, apparently the reserve tank was pretty easy for him, so I expect this to go just as fast.
He already has that part down. Look at that, he's at an energy count that ends with 9 already.
That's pretty good.
That's
Wait, did he
nice.
already do his reserve? I didn't even look.
I'm wondering if it saved it from before he reset. Because I didn't. I mean, I wasn't really watching that closely, but I didn't see him do it.
That might be the reason why he didn't why he put it from auto to manual, actually. Yeah, no, that should still be the same. I don't see a reason why the value would have changed. He still needs to get the supers and the power-ups. Looks like he's gonna go for the K to the Kagos for that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the B-toms can fill him back up for power bombs. And he will be right next to a heated room if he does that, so that'd be a good way to lower your health. Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting. He might be sticking here.
Yeah, the drop chances for power-ups on these guys are pretty decent.
Yeah, I think he got like 4 just now. So
I mean, that's already over average. But it's just a nice little thing if you need like 1 PvE for like low percent speed. Don't have to run all the way through this shit. You can just like farm them here.
I like how he's like trying to avoid the health drops.
Kinda unfortunate if everything spawns inside a giant chunk of them. Elm is also getting really close to being done here. John just at Sarah's Ridley. Lifting right off, not even a fight. Might as well be project based at this point. And look at these times John is getting. That's Sarah's world record pace right there. Poor Krog.
Alright, ED. Coming down another kind of forgotten room. So I think it's just a missile refill here. But it's actually a good place to get power bombs, even like in randos, there's kind of cases where it might be useful to come here.
This is a pretty good room to know. Yeah, ED is a minute away from finishing right now. Just needs that one extra power bomb and then just the right amount of damage. Yeah, Elm caught up a lot on ED here. Elm still has a slight, still missing some supers and some missiles right now. Also not sure if Elm has his reserve set up yet.
And ED is basically there. Just needs 2 health drops. He's good. 2 little health drops, I should say.
Yeah. Not getting lucky here, though. I think the farm station isn't a terrible call. Yeah, I mean, I guess. There you go, that's one.
And that is it. ED is
that's
done.
it, yeah. Finishing with an official SRL race time of 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 54 seconds.
That looks exactly like the picture.
Yep.
Right down to the E-tanks and reserve tanks. So congrats to ED. It's first time racing in like years. Just comes in and easily takes first. Nice job.
And undone, yeah. Ruined the picture.
Now I'm going for that frame perfect reserve trick. ED's coming in SRL for Wild Anaconda.
Who failed to show up today and lost his 69. Did Elton get the reserve already?
I was not looking. That was the last thing he was doing when I was watching. Elm using that Slaughter's refill feels good, man.
Feels that, man. Is he still missing ammo pickups, or is it at this point just getting the farm?
I feel like I want to say it's getting the farm. There he is, Mr. ED in chat. Congratulations. Very nicely done on this puzzle.
Owl is such a memer. Doing the ice clip he found for John. Oh my god, this is. Ugh. Look, if this guy would have wasted less time on memeing this entire race, like killing my fish twice, doing the stupid ice clip, powerbombing literally every series store, this guy could easily beat Elm in this.
Yeah, ED, I intended people to use ice there to climb up. I did not know that was even possible. That was really cool. I believe Elm actually did it too at one point, but then ultimately he used ice after he died or something and had to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the amount of majors you were able to get in total was pretty lenient, I guess.
Yeah,
Wonder how
John
close
actually
John's-
did the route you did, kind of, but he took speed with him. And he didn't
and-
know. I don't know if you can get through Forgotten Highway completely without ice, but he actually took a spark suit all the way from Dragon to Plasma and then to
Yeah,
the mini Dragon
Dragon
hallway.
hallway.
Yeah,
just sparked through.
which
Oh, man.
no one saw coming at all.
Speaking of no one saw it coming, Crocomile unfortunately forfeiting from the race. GG.
GG Croaky. It was a valiant attempt. And the
I
Clairvoyant.
mean, he's been trying Dragon Underflow for like 1.5 hours now. I think he deserves some peace.
Clairvoyant gifting a tier 1 sub to ED. Thank you so much, Claire. That is your victory prize, ED. You get to use the Slowdy G emote. So congrats.
What a prize.
I remember
Oh,
we
wait,
talked about that before. Like, we should get a cool prize for
Right?
whoever wins the puzzle.
There
That's
we
it
go.
right there.
I forgot I'm still locked in with the Randomizer League channel. Alright, Elm. Trying. Ah. This has to be annoying. That derp emote always gets me. The puzzle image did work, by the way. You just had to click the message, then it would show up in SRL, kind of as an embed link. But yeah, you had to click it. But then I saw people panicking because they didn't figure it out, and then I needed to do a different link.
Oh, holy shit. Polar Bear Bunny resubscribing with the tier 3. Thank you so much, Bunny. Continue to enjoy your Slowdy G, J, and E. Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
Alright. Getting closer. Elm now at 69 health. I assume he has his reserve set up by now, otherwise setting up your health would be kind of pointless. Another monthly utility bill.
I'm very proud. I become a utility bill.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what he's doing either, Shana.
Yeah, you don't have to get 9, but
I mean, it says it
No.
pretty clearly. Maximum 9.
yeah. Doesn't really hurt, honestly. Just if you
Nah.
get some of the movement stuff. I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed no one did the suitless route though.
Yeah, the suitless route is pretty fun. Oh, I mean, Owl kinda did the suitless route. He got the suit, but later when... I mean, he de-equipped gravity when he got high jump, so... I guess he did like a hybrid suitless route in a way.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Oh my god, John. That diagonal spark. Oh, that wasn't even a diagonal. That was
I mean, it was pretty diagonal. In
it looked like a diagonal.
That's an interesting way to drain your health. I never considered something like that. Almost got a slope spark there.
Oh, you know what? Maybe Elm actually doesn't have all his supers, and he's gonna finish off with these Meridia ones.
Mm. Wait, what's the second pair of supers then?
Crab supers, and then the beach ones.
You think he's gonna do right side Mount Everest?
Oh god. Oh no, an Elm hitting that crab.
Ouch. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I know he can do it, but I don't think doing right side Mount Everest is the right call.
It looks
I
like
get safe.
yeah, he saved like right before going there, so that's not that big of a deal. Owls and what's up with these guys going into Meridia?
I don't know. John kind of fighting with his reserve tank right now. Oh, and Owl feeling the wrath of Plasma Beam. I'm still not sure if Elm really wants to do what he does for you. Owl, stop killing the crab. Thank you.
Yeah, ED, you now have second place for 69 everything RTA. It's gonna be the newest extension category coming soon. TM.
I think I might have a word in this.
I think it might be legit actually. Honestly, it was kind of fun when I did it.
Yeah, no, it is fun. Just I don't know. We might have to maybe check out the reserve thing that might bother me. I don't know. Has 2 completed runs. That's not entirely true. There are in fact 3 completed runs.
Oh, you did your suitless one?
The suitless run.
What was your time on that?
I don't know. I did it like over an entire day. Like took breaks and ate food and stuff like that. All right, I still disagree. I mean, I just don't see Elm do right side Mount Everest. I'm sorry. Like it's doable. It's not the hardest thing in the world, but I just don't see it right now.
Yeah, ED, we were pretty impressed with your frame perfect reserve filling techniques. Like you got that pretty much immediately.
Yeah, getting from 70 to 69, and that's kind of sick. Yeah, beefy. Exactly. 32 hours like a champ. Alright, now I'm curious. Don't disappoint me, dude. He's actually gonna do it. I don't believe this. Okay, what is he doing? No, he's gonna hit the fish. Yep. Good job, Elm.
I don't know what. I don't know.
I think there might have been some miscalculation here.
He must have like exhausted all the possible supers at this point without doing another FaceTime reset. Oh, and John, I wasn't even looking. John is all done.
Sorry, yeah, sorry, I completely ignored John.
Sorry, John, we're not watching.
GG. Oh, there we go. John finishing second place.
With the unintended route.
And the owl, yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Owl. You could have easily finished second if you would stop killing my fish and actually play the stupid game. Like how much? He must have lost at least like 2 minutes killing my fish. It's ridiculous.
And Owl's really close too.
Yeah, might even beat the pier. Oh, that's slightly over. Oh, I see some gibberish by Elm in SRL. No, Frey guy. It's really not.
Look at that, I finally got 2 big, beautiful game feeds to look at.
What's up, John?
GG, John. Very well done.
Man, John, I was so depressed about the spike suit attempts.
Dude, the one where you sparked
right before plasma.
Oh. For you, John, I think it might have been if you would have grabbed ice instead of speed, you could have went out Forgotten Highway for sure.
Yeah, no, but with speed, that was, probably the only option. And Al. Oh, there you go. Al is done. GG. Finishing third place with a time of 2 hours, 25 minutes, and 44 seconds.
GG,
Good job, Al. I still think he could have finished second if he would have spent way less time on memeing, but well, that's not my decision to make. Come on, John. You can't just like have some gibberish on your screen. You need to really show the 69s. You can't just like have it with orange weird stuff going on. Yeah, Elm's going for grapple. Because Elm doesn't want to do right side Mount Everest, which is understandable. Yeah, I disagree with Too Shallow, but at this point he doesn't really have another option. Owl's comment on SRL is nice. Literally just that.
That might be the most appropriate comment for this puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah, surprisingly, John, everyone pretty much did the same route, except you got speed booster and everyone else got ice. The other way you could have approached it was not getting gravity at all and just getting like the full suitless gear and going to plasma like that.
Mm-hmm.
But no one.
No, Owl did.
Yeah,
Owl
you're
got
right.
gravity. Did like the gravity thing to kill Dragon. Tried to get out. Didn't figure out the Forgotten Highway thing. Then went down to get high jump. Unequipped gravity at high jump, and then just like pseudo suitless thing just to get plasma beam.
Yeah.
Which was basically the core idea of the suitless route, but still got gravity. Well, that's what John did, Al. There's nothing like sequence breaking a puzzle. There's only happy little accidents.
John probably thought that was the intended way.
Yeah, right.
It's like that one Leodox Plando. I remember Alma and I were like
Oh my
trying to
God.
spike suit to get a power bomb pack.
With like 3 revisions.
Yeah, and Leo's
on
like,
the
"Oh
fly.
yeah, that's not right."
That's why you playtest seeds, kids.
Ooh, almost.
Gotta introduce a half hack that gives you 1 health drops.
Make this puzzle free.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness, Shala, setting up your health in Meridia would be superly hard suitless. Everything hits like for 1,000,000 damage, and you can take like small amounts of damage.
Yeah, Norfair is a great place since you can abuse the heat rooms to do very little damage to yourself. And you can somewhat control the damage you do.
Yep. Well, Brimstone isn't bad either, but Brimstone's just out of the way right now. You know, Shine Spark is actually not a dumb idea. Well, Elm obviously cannot get Speed Booster anymore, but you could set yourself up like for Spark right under a ceiling. And that way gain like control, like 1 damage, 2 damage. That wouldn't be terribly difficult. Oh, that was cool. The Scree particle hit. That was smart. I like that.
It pays to know your enemy damage values sometimes. Mostly for that one niche puzzle that comes up.
Knowledge is power, friends. I'm a little irritated by the fact that he didn't save. Confidence is real.
Well, we know Elm is a very experienced suitless player from RBO,
You know,
so
I'm not saying he isn't, but then again, we already had 2 deaths in Meridia by his side.
yeah,
This run.
yeah. I believe though.
We do believe. Kind of last. Dang.
I like those mid-air unmorphs from Elm, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary damage.
Yep. That's too high.
I'm glad you guys
What's
enjoyed
up,
it.
Al?
I had a lot of fun when I played through it myself.
Yeah, this was a cool puzzle. I'm glad we got around to do it. Puzzle 69 finally off the table. I guess the next big real number is 100. We got quite a few more to go before that.
Well, I don't know if I should say any specific things, but I think some members of our community already have plans for a few more puzzles, so
Yeah,
maybe it won't be too long till we see another one.
There might be some puzzles already in the planning, or beyond that. All puzzles until 100 Nah. Alright. Elm is super close. Like,
Yep.
a minute away.
Yes,
Maybe 2.
at beach super. as I like to call it, the choot soup.
The chewed soup. I guess, Shella, I guess. Don't always have to take me literally. All right.
Alright. I think with that, Helm just has to fire
There
one
we
missile,
go.
and he's good. There we go. Elminster is now finished, and he is the last of our runners.
Yeah, GG Elm finishing 4th place.
GG.
So, yeah, I mean, these puzzle races always have a pretty high forfeit rate, especially at the start, but got 4 runners finishing, so that's nice. Pretty good shot.
Let's see. There we go. So that was puzzle 69.
Yep, already over.
Yep.
But yeah, so this was a ton of fun. Thanks a lot for the idea.
Yeah,
the work
thank
put
you,
into this.
Punk, for helping me out. I had a decent idea for it, and I knew you were the right person to come to and help refine it a little bit.
Thank you.
It was a lot of fun getting to do the commentary with you as well.
Absolutely. Glad we were able to make a worthy Puzzle 69.
Hell yeah. Yeah, GG Elm. It was a good run. Everyone did very well, honestly. The people that stuck with it was very cool. Yeah, I'm assuming you kind of ran out of supers to get, and you probably didn't want to reset again. FaceTime reset, that is. Oh, okay. No, you did not need 9. That was just the maximum you could get. I think you could do it with like 7 or 8 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we brought that up, John. We were kind of confused why you went there, but you know.
These puzzles are a mess anyways.
I think you can charge it and it still works, but I think in a lot of cases you don't need it. I think you really only need it if you're doing like the stuff in GT space time, like warping around. I don't think you actually need it for like the reset stuff we were doing.
Yeah, we're kind of confused by the out of bounds comments at the start. Because like I don't know any space-time reset setup that's out of bounds. I only know the inbound stuff.
I think most people did it in Climb. I know John was doing it in the
that was
Etikun
really
room.
sick. That pop-up respawn, that was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was cool. We saw some people kind of just going and picking up the items. Some people were just space timing over and over again to get them. It was cool. Yes, that was how I intended people to go out of there if they did like the gravity route, quote unquote. Everyone did that except John, who got speed instead of ice, and he ended up carrying a spark suit all the way below the toilet, and then sparked across back into the entrance of Meridia. Yeah, it was kind of insane. But both you and ED did something cool with you like deboosted off of one of the Skullterras instead of like freezing it to get out of Forgotten Highway. I thought that was cool. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, we were talking about that one puzzle. I think it was Ponk's puzzle, where you carried a blue suit like all the way to Frog Speedway, and that kind of like broke in a pretty interesting way. I mean, that's not Spike suit, but it does seem to happen sometimes. There have been like Plandos like that too, where people have tried to get I know Sephi did like Slope Spark once, or you can get a Spike suit somewhere and get something really early. Yeah, I think it was the one where you had to like go into morph after opening certain doors, and then you had to like open flashing doors before you could like unmorph or something. There was a lot of morph ball in that one, but if I'm thinking of the right one. All right. Well, thank thank you all of you for participating in the puzzle. All the people that forfeited, all you guys that finished, all the people that came in and watched. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad I came up with this, and you guys seem to have a good time doing it. So thank you. Ponk has already signed off. He's actually going to restream one of the league matches right now. That starts in like 5 minutes. So I'm gonna throw it over to them. So thanks again, everyone. Enjoy the league match coming up later.